My girlfriend laughed loudly with her friends. I'll brutally dump him after he proposes. I calmly waited. And 2 days later she was screaming into my intercom, begging for forgiveness. Part 2. Quick recap, I overheard my GF Patricia, 27, at a cafe telling her friend she was planning to humiliate me during my proposal and that she's been seeing some guy, Jason, from her office. Well, buckle up because the last week has been absolutely insane. After that day at the cafe, I went into full detective mode. I know it sounds dramatic, but I needed solid proof before making any moves. The first thing I did was create a fake Instagram account and started following Patricia's friends, Gladys and Mary. These idiots post everything. Within 2 days, I had dozens of screenshots of them at different bars and restaurants with Patricia and Jason. The best part is, in several photos, you can clearly see them making out while Patricia's wearing the promise ring I gave her last Christmas. But here's where it gets better. Remember how Patricia always works late on Thursdays? Well, I decided to grab dinner at that small Italian place near her office. Guess who I saw sharing a plate of pasta and playing footsie under the table? Yep, Patricia and Jason, looking very much not like coworkers. I wasn't going to do anything stupid. I just sat at the bar, ordered a beer, and recorded a few clips on my phone. The funny part is how they were so caught up in their little world that they didn't even notice me. Patricia was literally wiping sauce off his chin while wearing my hoodie. The audacity of this woman. The next day, I ran into Gladys at the grocery store. She looked like she'd seen a ghost. I just smiled and asked her how the cafe meetup was last week. She started stammering about how she had to go, but I kept her there by asking innocent questions about Patricia. Oh, how's she doing with that big project at work? Must be stressful with all those late meetings, I said. Gladys was sweating bullets. I decided to really twist the knife. I pulled out my phone and showed her the engagement ring I'd been planning to propose with. It was just a photo from Google. Her face went through about 5 different emotions in 3 seconds. She immediately called Patricia after leaving the store. I know because Patricia called me 5 minutes later, being suspiciously sweet and asking about dinner plans for the next few weeks. My friend Jacob helped me set up the next phase. He works at the same company as Patricia and Jason but in a different department. Through him, I learned that Jason isn't just some random guy. He's actually in the middle of a divorce, which Patricia had no clue about. He's been feeding her lines about leaving his wife for months. I've been playing it cool, acting extra loving and dropping hints about our future. Patricia's been eating it up, probably thinking her plan is working perfectly. Yesterday, she even left her phone unlocked while taking a shower. I didn't need to snoop. Her messages with Gladys were right there on the screen. He's totally going to propose soon. Everything's perfect. Jason says we can go public right after I dump Brent. Here's the best part, I booked a table at that fancy steakhouse downtown for next Saturday. Patricia thinks it's for a proposal. Her friends all RSVP to come celebrate with us after. Even Jason's planning to be at the bar, coincidentally, to watch the show. Little do they know, I've got a whole different kind of show planned. I've already lined up a new apartment. My stuff's been slowly disappearing from our place, nothing obvious, just things she wouldn't immediately notice. The ring box I'm bringing to dinner? It's got printouts of all their photos and messages, plus a special note just for her. The hardest part has been acting normal. Every time she kisses me or talks about our future, I have to resist the urge to call her out right there. But watching her dig herself deeper, planning my humiliation while I'm planning something much bigger, it's almost poetic. My hands are shaking just writing this, but not from sadness, from anticipation. Saturday can't come fast enough. I've got everything documented, witnesses lined up, and an exit strategy ready. Patricia thinks she's about to star in her own little romance movie, but she has no idea she's actually in a tragedy of her own making. I'll update again after Saturday, and trust me, you won't want to miss what happens next.